Welcome to the channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So in the past 1 week, I have shared the 5 levels of transportation which exists within the 1850 Shilim Tao training. Now, after that, many of our Wing Chun friends worldwide, also traditional Chinese martial art friends worldwide, asked me, could I share some example so that they can more clear see what I am presenting on this 5 level of transportation training. Now, there are some traditional Chinese martial art friends told me they understood that this 5 level of transportations, if it's according to the ancient Chinese martial arts, then this is something which you do not uh, show it to other people. As in the Cantonese, it said that "Bat chut mun," like the saying of Biuji, do not go outside the door. Well, for me, we want to take away that because this is the year 2021, it's almost 2020. We want everybody to see what it is, not afraid of people stolen our technology. That's why in the past a week, I share in details what's going on. So those who is in other traditional Chinese martial art or other martial arts, if they have up to that level, they know what it is. And it must not be a secret because this is education and it is a culture, and only with this type of education we can develop good player in Wing Chun. And I mean that good player meaning that player can play in all different type of martial arts, or Wing Chuner who can play adapt to different type of martial arts. It's not living in one's territory. So with this, Wing Chuner become universal. Okay, and it has to be like that anyway, because this thing is like that prior to 1850 to General Qi Ji Guang. He wrote that a lot of these things in his books. So there's no secret. Okay. So today I like to share with you a few examples so that you can understand what I'm talking about better. But please watch my other video so that you know the details in the theory and the descriptions so that you see the sequence and everything before watching this video. Okay, otherwise you're going to mimic me and you are not going to go anywhere. And that's another misleading. So the 5 level of transportations, the first level is physical and mind, because you need your mind to drive your body. So that's the first is physical and mind. So the first thing what you approach, what you face is awareness of your body. So let's use our very uh, popular Wing Chun move like the Fok Sao and the Wu Sao, okay, or the Sun Bai Fat combinations, right? Now, when you practice this, first level on the physical is awareness. Okay, in the physical level, the first transportation is awareness. The second is open. The third is link. The fourth is uh, lightweight. So the first is aware. So using this an example, using the Sun Bai Fat or the Fok Sao Wu Sao example, So when one practices this, in the first level, one need to aware of one's entire body, all the joints. So when I'm going up this way, do I aware of my thumb and do I aware of my toes? From thumb to toes, I have to aware of it. So every joint from thumb to toe, I have to aware of that. That's the awareness. And when you get to the physical level, the second stage, with this opening, you have to aware that if your body, every joint, is it open up? No joints is locked. Usually you can see that if I practice this way, I lock this wrist joint, okay? Then I have to know that I lock this joint, or if I lock my knee, then I know that it's not open, okay? So in the second level, you want to be open. All these joints open. Notice my thumb, my knee, and so forth. Notice how even my thumb handling go up, thumb down, come back, thumb up. So there's the second level. The first level, you aware whether your thumb is this way when you go forward, move forward, and this way when you move backward. You're aware of it. You're aware everything in your body. Now, so the first uh, the first state of the level one, the physical. Of course, at the beginning, you are not aware of it. And that's why you want to practice awareness of your entire body so that you're aware. Otherwise, you're never aware of your body. You don't know about your body, and that's why you will never be able to use it. And as yesterday I said, when you want to practice this awareness, your body must not exert force at any local point. Okay? So you want to first level, which is the physical level, and first state is aware of your body. You just do it. Loosen up your body, not exert any force in any part of the body. Just do the awareness. You can do it. You can do it like even when you are laying on the bed and so forth. You just want to aware of your entire body. And then so when you practice Yulin Tao, you want to aware of it. Only when after you're aware of it, you'll be able to know is your joints, the seven bowls, is open or not. Okay? Hope that that's clear. If it's not clear, please read my books. All those books has all these details on it. Okay? Now, so that's the first level. It's very simple, right? You have to aware your body when you practice Yulin Tao, and then you also aware whether your body is open, the joints is open or not, lock up. Okay? And then, so like the third stage of the physical is, okay, the joint is linked, but does it, the joint is open, but does it link together? It synchronized, the entire thing linked together. And if I lock this and I move this, I say, oh, this is not open. And then, okay, open it. And then when I do it, well, it seems that my thumb to toes is still not linked, not synchronized. Then I have to refine it. So you keep doing that. And then at the end, you reach the point that Once it becomes link, once you're aware, and then you go through the open and link, you get into the state of light. This is what I usually say, like you levitate. You no longer have that really rigid, really heavy body, really tense. You don't have that anymore. So that's the first level. Okay, the mind and body, physical body and mind level. The second level. The second level is what? Breathing, right? So you want to aware of breathing. Say, for example, right? When I do this, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Notice my behind my this lower back, okay? Because this part is the dantian part. You can breathe or not. You look at whether you lose this or not. You can see that, okay? So if you want to get the deep aerobic, a lot of oxygen intake and so forth, this part. And then notice my body too. So you can see that, right? See how my entire body move. Okay? And have to move lightly because it's based on that first level that your body be able to uh, you're aware of it, you'll be able to open it, you're able to link it, right? You cannot practice the second level before you handle the first level. You cannot practice the open before you can handle the aware. Okay? Now you got to the breathing level. Now you get to the chi level. Okay? Just now we are using our mind with what? Awareness, right? You're aware your body of your each part of your body, like aware of your seven bowl. There's the first state of the physical, and then you're aware of your body is open or not, or which part this is not open and want to open it up, and then you're aware of whether they are linked together or not. And when the body is fully linked, it is lightweight. That's the first level. And then the second is in the breathing. You're aware that your breathing, is it really deep or it's stuck in here? And of course, that's based on your physical. That's why you can check the lower part of this spine. You can check for the uh, deep breathing and also your entire body. If your leg is stuck like that, you cannot breathe because this cannot move. This cannot move. Okay. If I do this, right, see this. Inhale, exhale. If I lock this right away, this cut off, I cannot move this part anymore. You cannot breathe. Okay? So that's for the breathing. There's awareness. You need the awareness of your mind to know that. Now, you get to the chi flow, right? So using this thing, after you can breathe, then the visualizations of the mind element come in. The visualization functions of the mind element come in. If you don't know all the 6, 13, 3, 6 element, 13 states, read my book, Basic Wing Chun Art and Science. Okay, it's everything there. Okay, now, so after you can handle this breathing, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, then a content of visualization come in. When you lift, inhale, the chi is trained is visualized that it travel from hand, the fingertip of the yang hand meridian, young arm meridian up to the head, and then going down to the heel. And at the exhale, it is the yin meridian from the leg coming up to the chest, the leg, the three yin leg meridians going up to the chest, and then from the chest going to the going through the arm three yin meridian to the finger. So it becomes a circle, yang, yin, out. Inhale, traveling that to the ground, from ground, going outward. This is in the Wing Chun Inception book of this three yin and three yang meridians stuff. Okay? But if you cannot breathe, no way you can train this. Please, if you cannot breathe and then you say, I want to use my mind to visualize, you're actually jamming yourself in your mind, in your breathing, in your everything. So the visualizations is not the like people thinking really hard, imagine really hard. No, it's just barely because once get to the breathing proper, one's body is light, and then one can just visualize that thing flow this way. So what is the visualization for? For guidance, like GPS guiding. And when you're guiding it, you sense, you're aware whether that pathway you go through, is it light or it is tense up. If it's tense up, that means we need to loosen up that thing. Okay, so that is the chi flow. So chi flow is not magic, but you get to know what is it. Now, get the force flow. When you do the force flow, then you use intention. But that's on top of all this uh, physical breathing chi flow. Then you use the intention. The intention is, do I want to exert force right here or 1 feet away from me? That's the intention. Do I want to exert force here or I want to exert force 1 feet away from me? And the body change. If I say I want to exert force over here only, that's how my body responds. If I want to exert force at here, my body just respond differently because now it's the force will have to penetrate deeper. Like the target is deeper. Okay? So it's here or there. And of course, if I go there, that means that when I play with the friend, how deep I want to penetrate that force flow in. Okay? And that's how you can use it to lock other people's, what do you call it, the shoulder blade when you touch him. Because you can penetrate this thing, you can drive your force in. It's nothing magic. Okay? It's just all mechanic stuff. But you have to be able to handle your body. Get to the fifth level, which is the momentum level. Same thing, say using this, okay? Using this there's Fok Sao. Actually, this is not called Fok Sao. Fok Sao is this. Going down is Fok Sao. This is called Gong Sao. Okay, this is called Gong Sao. Gong Sao, Wu Sao. This Gong Sao now at the fifth level is no longer uh, like the intention, the force. You can do it slow and so forth because here you have one other component which is you have to handle is your body weight shoot out. So the directions. So in Wing Chun we say fist issue from heart, meaning that you have to your hand has to be in here, around here, to guard your heart area. And this is for practice for you shoot out, your shoot in, the momentum handling. Okay, your entire NV go forward. So the movement is bigger. This one I can use slower movement, more refined movement, but this thing is relatively bigger than the other four. And you need to have another four layer to support this. Okay, this is accelerating already. This one you don't need the force flow. You can accelerate, but usually you practice with uh, less accelerations to make sure that the force flow and the body is synchronized. And of course, you still need you still can do fast acceleration stuff, high acceleration stuff. But when you high acceleration, your body will go. That is to the fifth element, fifth level, which is okay. So the fifth level is accelerate faster than the previous four. Because if the fifth, if you just you can feel your weight moving, okay. But the what you want on the momentum is have it accelerate a little bit more so that you can have a handling of the basic of the momentum, impulse momentum. Okay. So this is the five level. Now notice that it is not like usually in the common Chinese Kung Fu today. Everything has to be song or soft or relaxed. It is not that. It is, there are so many things, so many details there. So it's like between black and white, there's a rainbow of color. How much color is that? Okay. So it is not, oh, you have the song. When people practice 修炼陶, say, oh, you have to be song, so it's internal. You have to be slow, so you relax. So you have your energy. So you have your mind power. No, the real deal, as I show you for this five level, is it build up foundations from that awareness of the body, physical body joints at the first level to shoot into the fast shoot in. Otherwise, you cannot do fighting because you don't have the momentum handling. And when you have the momentum handling, meaning that your internal, your breathing, your chi, your force flow, all is intact already. Okay? So, Wing Chuners, it's time to get into this phase of the evolution. Get back to the 1850s Wing Chun. Every details has to be known. If somebody tell you, oh, you do 修炼陶 this way, it's not right. You have to do the same as me. Ask him. What do you want me to aware? That's the very basic. If somebody say, "Oh, song," ask him, "Do you want my joint to open up, or you want my joint to link, or you want my breathing to go deeper, or you want my force flow to to exert it in this target, this level, or 1 feet behind my arm, or you want me to shoot out?" So don't get this into the song. And also, if you go through just now what I shared with you, there's awareness, there's the way of using of the visualizations, there's the way of using the intention. When you want to do momentum, of course there's intention because you want to shoot in with the corner, in the angles, right? And it's no longer like when I practice the momentum, is no longer like when I practice my breathing, right? It's breathing like this. Oh, just breathing. Momentum will be like that already. Okay, the body shape will change because you need to accelerate out. So that's the intention to drive my force flow, the intention to drive my momentum. That's all intention, but the body responded differently. When you go fight, you're not going to thinking that I just be song, I have no idea on all this completely, and I'll be able to have this magic power. You're not going to do that. So the chi, you use visualization, right? Visualize the meridians using the visualization as like the guiding system. And at first you need to aware, and then you can be able to use the visualization. You can use the intention, right? So the mind power is not mindful. Mind power, there's all sort of stuff. No, it's very detailed. Am I going to use my awareness, my intention, my visualizations? That's what you need to be handled very details. Okay. So here on, at least in the United States and in Europe, since there are many friends who communicate with me, we want to get into this 5 level, all the details. We know exactly where is our kung fu. If you cannot get up to, how to say that? If you practice the first level of the physical, then you expect what you learn. The second level, you expect what you learn. You know you'll be able to do it momentum or not. Okay. So you cannot climb the knee there and punching like this. What are you doing? Right away you see the entire body is locked up. You don't, you're not even aware that this is very uncomfortable. You just move this, your spine cannot move, you cannot breathe. Okay? So you want real internal, let's do it real internal. This is how it is. Okay? So it reminds me a story I always tell. About 30, 40 years ago, I watched a vampire movie. So this vampire take a position like a magician's. Nobody know he's vampire. So this night, after he perform he performed his magic in the state, and the security guard come in say, Do you want me to help you uh, to take down the wire, the wire like the magicians, they lifting themselves up with a wire pulley and those kind of things? So the magician, who is a vampire, said, no thanks, I have done that. Then the security guard walked out. He said, what wire? I levitate up right away. Wing Chun is supposed to be like that. What internal? I have all the details of the 5 level transportation. Which one do you want to play? It has to be like that. I'm not saying me, I'm saying all Wing Chuners. Otherwise, what is Wing Chun? Okay. Now, speaking on just now, this is called Gong Sao. It's not Fok Sao. Fok Sao is this. In the past 60 years or 100 years, it's very screwed up. This is not Fok Sao. Fok Sao is this. Fok. This is called Gong. This slap, and this can slap. Forward slap, backhand slap. Go like this, backhand slap. That's called Gong Sao. Gong Sao is yin yang. So Gong Sao also can make space. It's too close, slap him, push him away. Slap him right away. Too close to me, push him, slap him, push, slap. There's a lot of things there. It's not just tampong folk. Like Keizang. Somebody, when they see me do Keizang, they say, oh, there's high Tan Sao. Tan Sao is this. This is Keizang. Keizang will turn into press and one leg take down. Keizang is in the inner. Bongjang is from the outward in, and then sweep. So, as in general Qi Ji Guangs and the Shaolin sword strike, Bongjang is to go from the side way in, and you can sweep because front leg is there. You attack him. Keizang is go forward straight, like you can see in that Bubishi book. If he avoid like that, he try to avoid, move back, right away you go down to his front leg, take down, front leg take down. So in the ancient Wing Chun or 1850 Wing Chun, it is tie, fall, falling him, make him fall, trip him, fall, take him down. Da, strike. Strike mean hand strike or leg kick. Swai is throw. Na is joint lock. Tie, da, swai, na. Now, that's what I show in the Wing Chun restriction book. So this is what it is. There's no secret here. We cannot afford secret. Secret meaning that the entire thing vanish. And also that's why years ago with this Cho family lineage and everything, I said, you want the lineage, you take it away. I don't care for the lineage. I respect the ancestor, but you need to know the technology. If you don't know the technology and you're keeping saying, I'm the gatekeeper and this, you know what it's doing? That is just throw all the ancestors' face away. Because those are all empty claims. So right now I make this, no lineage, no grandmaster, basic education, like physics class. You want to pass the physics 101, you better know all the mechanical, the optics, the electrical, all these things you need to know. Instead of mind power, my Sifu is Hendrik, and Hendrik tell me I'm a king. And then this internal song like Tai Chi, using your Qi, breathe to your Dan Tian. What the heck are you talking about? That's why at the final I want to tell you. It's like the vampire. Of course, to the security, he didn't say that. But when the security left, he said, What wire? I levitate. You need to be like this, isn't it?